Greeting my fellow lovers of tunes and welcome back to another BAND-MAID reaction video here on the channel where we enjoy the music, of course. Now I'm super excited. We're doing the second video out of 3 BAND-MAID videos, and it's all special request from Steve Billingsley. So thank you very much, Steve. This has been an absolute blast. We did Love Bites before. We're now onto BAND-MAID, the second song, and Domination was such an incredible introduction to this group, and it left me with so many questions, and hopefully the more we see this group, the more I can answer them, or the more that you guys can help me answer them. I'm very excited to see what this one is all about. I believe there's 2 songs in this video, Manners and Black Hole, so I have no idea what to expect. This is only the second time I'm ever hearing them, so let's just get into it and then we will discuss it afterwards, as always.
This is the one I call the black hole, you know?
Okay. All right. I'm getting some of the answers that I wanted and what I asked for in the previous video. This performance was absolutely phenomenal. And can I just take a moment to say that I'm so very grateful to bands like this and other channels that during the pandemic and the lockdown times that they kept us entertained. Now, although I didn't know them during that time, it would have been amazing to have known them by then. I'm sure that they kept a lot of people entertained during these times, doing these live shows, these live performances, stuff like that, and keeping us just sane during the times that things were a little bit insane. But regardless, fantastic performance. I think they did an amazing job with it, and I'm starting to get a little bit more feel of what they have to offer and what they have going. But first, I want to talk about the two songs in this, Manners and Black Hole. Now, the first one had me a little bit curious because I obviously imagined, being more fluent in English than the language that it is sung in, that it might have been like manners, like you're good or behaved, that sort of manners. I thought it was maybe something along the lines of that, but I'm starting to get the feeling it might have been more the manners, like the way that you are doing something, the manner in what things are done. And maybe they are singing about themselves and describing themselves because they do come across as this very polite and kind and warm-hearted group, but maybe this song describes them in a different light. I'm not entirely sure. I did see the lyrics. I definitely will go and study up a little bit more on that, but it really makes you think. It's always so interesting trying to discover what exactly goes through the writers when they go through these songs. And then Black Hole, of course, for me seemed very literal, you know, like singing about a black hole. And it reminded me of that movie with Matthew McConaughey. It's one of my favorite movies, Interstellar. I could not remember the name. It reminded me of that because that's actually the very first time you really get to see in like so much detail what a black hole is and what happens whilst you go through it. And I got a lot of elements of that in the song, like the way that she described and sung about it. But it also kind of reminded me of the way that you can see maybe a relationship. Now, this might be stretching a little bit, but maybe it could also be interpreted by the way that you see someone that you're interested in, the someone that you want to have a relationship with, that big black hole in the distance that looks also beautiful from afar away, but once you enter it, it is so confusing and random and you don't know where you're going to end up, something along the lines of that. But like I said, I might be stretching on that, but absolutely amazing. I really enjoyed it so much, especially that first song, that parts where they have, well, I think it was in both songs, those little vocal parts that they have in that the other person added into it, like the yeah, 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 stuff like that. It made it so much more fun and so much more kind. And I also realized something else. I think I've been saying that this is a metal group, and it's not. I do believe this is a rock group. I do apologize for that. I honestly didn't even think about that in the first song when I heard them. I didn't even think to correct myself on that. So I do apologize for that. If other people in the comments have corrected me, thank you very much. But I obviously recorded this before the video went out. But thank you regardless. But incredible. I really do enjoy it. Now, coming to the questions that I wanted answered and now understand it a little bit more, and I get it a little bit more like I understand them a little bit more what they are about. The first thing I asked was the wardrobe choices. And silly old me, I just wanted to know if this is a recurring thing or is this just for that show. But obviously it's a recurring thing. And then the name gives it away rather obviously. BAND-MAID. You know the maid. I think I still mentioned that in the first video, that they are dressed like excuse me, like these maids, and I'm wondering if it's done in such a way to sort of emphasize on the name itself, and it's sort of like a metaphor for we are here to serve you with good music, or we are here to tend your every need musical wise or musically, something along the lines of that. Regardless, I think it's very clever and I think it's very fun for them to have these outfits. They look incredible and they sound incredible as well. And these performances was fantastic. Like I said, during the pandemic, it's groups like this and people like this that really kept so many people entertained, and I take my hat off them to that. That is absolutely phenomenal to do that. The performances itself, stellar. It was absolutely incredible. The arrangements of these songs are so fun and so light-hearted and positive, and you just feel like you're floating on a cloud when you're listening to them. It's not as heavy metal, but it's still that rock vibe, but with a jazzy sort of bluesy feel to it in some songs. I think they did an amazing job with it. These little things that they do extra in the live shows, like those little extra vocal parts. I'm not sure if it's extra in the song, but stuff like that, and the guitar solos and the drum solo, like we saw in the first video. I think it's such a good fit for them, and it's so much fun to experience and see when they perform as well. The main vocalist, is absolutely incredible. She has such a beautiful voice. Like I still do not understand how there are so many amazing singers and vocalists on that side of the world. It's incredible to see. But also, I want to take this moment to say thank you very, very much to Steve for like introducing these groups to us. Love Bites the first time. Now these two BAND-MAID songs. We still have one more to go called Hate ? I'm very excited for it. It's been an absolute blast, and it's so much fun seeing these groups, seeing them perform, experiencing their talent and seeing what they're all about, and getting to ask these questions and then answering myself. And I'm very curious to see what you guys are going to say in the comments as well, and your thoughts on these songs as well. Maybe you guys have more information. I'm pretty sure you have more information about these songs than I do. But also, if you're a first time listener, what your thoughts on them are. Do you enjoy them? Because I know tastes differ from person to person, but so far I've been having an absolute blast with these ladies. They are incredible. They're so much fun, and I cannot wait to see more. So I'm going to leave this video here. It's a little bit of a longer one. I hope you guys are staying safe and healthy out there. Remember to check up on one another, and then I'll see you in the next one, which unfortunately is going to be our last from the request from Steve, called Hate. BAND-MAID song Hate. Very excited for that. But until then, remember, music is medicine.